Chapter 47, Simulator Part 6, Nature vs Pollution. Lainey was in the simulator doing an exercise. NIVIRO and Lisa were in the control room. The simulator activated and Lainey found herself in a beautiful tropical rainforest. Lainey, I know this rainforest. I'm in Ferngully. This was one of my favorite movies. Lainey walked around the forest and she saw a blue light coming towards her. It was a tiny blue light no bigger than the size of her pointer finger. Lainey held out her hand and it landed and the light was really a fairy. Lainey, wow. A fairy. Krista? Krista, yes. How did you know my name? Lainey, I guessed. Krista, are you really a human? Lainey, I sure am. But I also have powers. Krista, what kind of powers? Lainey, plant powers. Lainey held out her hand and some tiny blades of grass became fully grown trees. Krista, that's amazing. Lainey, yet. Krista, you have a name? Lainey, my name is Lainey. Krista, it's a pleasure. Have you ever been in Ferngully? Lainey, no, this is my first time. Krista, I was gonna see what it was like above the canopy. Lainey, let's go together. Lainey and Krista flew above the canopy of the rainforest and saw a magnificent marvel. The forest went on for miles and they both saw smoke near a mountain. Lainey, I know that mountain. That's Mount Warning. Ferngully is located in Australia. Krista, what's Australia? Lainey, it's where we are now. But that smoke is not supposed to be there. Krista, what's smoke? Lainey, it's bad air that comes from different things. Krista, like what? Lainey, there are lots of things we have built, Krista. That could be a fire though. Krista, fire? Lainey, yet. We might as well check out where that smoke is coming from. Krista, yet. Lainey and Krista then flew to the outskirts of the forest and into a grassland. They saw the smoke up ahead and went into a grove of trees and they had red X's on them. Lainey swiped one of them with her finger. Lainey, it's red paint. Krista, what's paint? Lainey, it's what we use to make good pictures. Lainey and Krista saw red X's on most of the trees and knew what was going on. Lainey, oh no. Krista, what is it? Lainey, this is a clear cutting area. Krista, what's clear cutting? Lainey, it's where we cut down an entire area of trees. Krista, that's terrible. Lainey, yet. It's one of the biggest ecological disasters on the planet. Krista, what can we do? Lainey, these trees have been here for a while. Lainey puts her hand on a tree and it glows neon red. Lainey, they're all in a lot of pain. Not just from pollution but from the dust of time. Krista, can't you do something? Lainey, I could grow new ones in their place. But I don't think I've ever tried that before. Hey, what are you doing here? Lainey saw a tall man with blonde hair, blue shirt, and blue jeans. Krista hid in Lainey's scarf. Lainey, oh, I'm sorry. I saw smoke coming from here and I thought a fire was burning. Zach? No, there's no fire here. My name is Zach, by the way. Lainey, it's a pleasure to meet you. What are you guys cutting down these trees for? Zach, it's just for a logging company. I came up here for a summer job. Lainey, oh, I see. I was just concerned, that's all. I thought a fire was burning. Zach, no problem. Lainey then saw a tree about to fall on top of Zach. Lainey, Zach, look out. Krista had to act fast and she shrinks Zach to her size and Lainey jumps out of the way and she grabs Zach and Krista and flies back to Ferngully. Lainey, Krista, are you alright? Krista, yes. They arrive back in Ferngully and Zach wakes up. Zach, what happened? Lainey, Zach, Krista here unintentionally shrank you. Zach, shrank. He looked at Lainey and saw that she was right. Zach, Screams, what happened to me? I'm only 3 inches tall. Lainey, like I said. She shrank you. Krista, yet. Lainey, this was totally unintentional. But a tree was about to crush you and she had to think fast. Zach, I see. Thank you both for saving me. Krista, yes. But Magi Loon will fix you. Lainey, good idea. Lainey, Krista, and Zach went to find Magi. But she was away from her tree and they had to wait. What they don't know, however, is that the machine that cut down the tree, the leveler, cut down the tree that imprisoned Hexis, the spirit of pollution and destruction, and released him. Hexis took control of the leveler and is now on his way to Fern Gully. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. The next day, Lainey felt a major disturbance. Lainey, Krista, Zach, I sense an evil force heading our way. Krista, what is it? Lainey, I don't know. Zach saw a tree losing leaves and the water was turning brown. Lainey saw this too. Lainey, oil. That machine is coming. Zach, it's the leveler. Lainey, I can feel it. We got to warn everyone. Lainey, Krista, and Zach went to the center of Ferngully and told everyone what's happening. Magi then appeared. Magi, the humans have released Hexis. Lainey, Hexis? Oh no. Magi, let me help you all out. Magi, of course. Gather everyone in the circle. Lainey, Krista, Zach, and the fairies went to Magi's tree. Magi, Lainey. Sit in the center of the tree and meditate. Lainey, okay. Lainey did so and Magi made a speech. Magi, since the beginning of time, we have been the guardians and the healers of the forest. We have too long forgotten the magic powers of nature. The time has come to call on them again. Magi picks up a seed from a fig pod. Magi, remember, all the magic of creation exists within a single tiny seed. The seed glowed and a choir singing and the rumble of thunder was heard. All the trees started glowing and green energy from all of the forest was pouring into the tree and flowing into Magi and the tree twisted around and closed. Lainey was in a state of total concentration as all of nature's life energy flowed into Magi. Krista flew to Magi. Magi, look for the hero inside yourself, Krista. Look to the good and loving heart in you and all others. For just as every seed holds the power and magic of creation, so to do you and every other creature in this world. Lainey, protect Krista and all my family with your life. Krista, Magi, don't leave me. Magi, I love you. Echoing, I'll always be with you. Magi turned into blue energy sparkles. Magi, we all have a power and it grows when it is shared. Remember what you've learned, Krista. Magi dispersed and all her power touched everyone. A blue sparkle landed on Lainey's forehead and a green leaf appeared in the middle. Lainey, I understand, Magi, and I will protect everyone. Zach realized that life is far too precious to everything plant, animal or human, and he decided to stop destroying the environment and help protect, conserve, and make it grow and last forever. The tree unwound. Krista, oh Magi. Lainey got up and machinery whirring was heard. Lainey, it's here. Everyone saw on top of the leveler a ghostly smoke creature. It was Hexis. Hexis, evil laugh, I'm back. Krista, Hexis. Lainey stood in front of the leveler. Ralph, hey Tone. What's that little girl doing? Tony, I don't know. Lainey put her hands on the ground and a huge tree lifted the leveler off the ground and made it immobile. Lainey, my powers have gotten stronger. Tony and Ralph didn't know that they weren't moving. Hexis talked to them through the windshield and they got out of the leveler and vines formed and got them down to the ground safely. Lainey then felt a pain in her back and she saw wings made of flower petals sprout from her back. Lainey, I have wings now? How? I'll have to find out later. Lainey flew up to the leveler door and opened it and went for the ignition key. Lainey, sorry Hexis. But your spree of destruction is over. Lainey turns off the leveler and leaves. Hexsys was getting weaker and weaker by the second. Hexsys, what happened to the energy? Hexsys disintegrated as Lainey got back onto the ground. There was an earthquake and the leveler roof was on fire, and out of the roof arose Hexsys in his true form. He was a giant skeleton creature made of sludge and oil and burning with fire. Pollution was making him stronger. Lainey, so this is his true form. Hexsys just doesn't know how to quit. Krista knew what she had to do. She took a seed and went into Hexsys's mouth, and plants started to grow out of him. Lainey, now I see what Krista's doing. Lainey flew up to Hexsys and grew plants out of him with the magical powers of nature, and all the fairies joined in, and Hexsys was now a tree again, and he was sealed away. This time for good. They all thought that Krista was dead. But a flower bloomed, and it turns out Krista was okay. Krista and Zach hugged. Krista, we did it, Zach. Now Hexsys can never harm Ferngully again. Zach, but humans still could. That's why I have to go back. There's a part of me that wants to stay. Krista, there's a part of you that will always stay. Krista gave Zach a seed and it glowed in his hand. Krista, remember Zach. Remember everything. Krista flew up to Lainey and Lainey held out her hands. Krista, Lainey, you were incredible. Lainey, I couldn't have done it without all of you. We all did it together. Zach left and Krista undid his shrinkage and he planted the seed. Krista, Lainey, you should grow this one. Lainey, thank you. Lainey touched the ground and her hand glowed neon blue and the seed started growing and the tree that Hexsys was sealed in started growing lots of life and the trees that were cut down all grew back and the forest was fully restored. Zach, Tony, and Ralph left the forest and Zach changed their ways. Lainey, Krista, would it be alright if you come with me to where I live? I know this is your home and I would never take that away from you. But you are my friend and you hold a very special place in my heart. Krista, I've decided to go with you, Lainey. All the fairies were confused. Pips, why Krista? Krista, Lainey and I are close. Very close, and I want to learn more about humans and their world. Lainey, you all are like my family. I hold you all a special place in my heart. I love you all. But I belong in a place called Royal Woods, Michigan. It's my home and I have family there. I love all of you. Pips, we love you too, Lainey. We will miss you both. Krista, I will miss you too. Bug Brain. Lainey, we will miss you all. A dimension vortex appeared and Lainey and Krista went in and the exercise ended. Me, Lainey, you were awesome. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction done. Ferngully was one of my first childhood movies. I love how Batty was played by Robin Williams and I'm sorry I didn't get him into the story. I've known this movie for years and a lot of people call it one of the forgotten movies. I figured that Lainey and her plant powers would be perfect for this. I've also known all of Robin Williams' movies. They were awesome. It's a shame that he died, but I will always treasure his movies. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. You will always be remembered in our hearts and our memories. See you next time. Ferngully: The Last Rainforest is owned by 20th Century Fox.